my stream. I will share the link.
Sounds good, sounds good.
And then I'm gonna queue up.
Yep.
My stream. I will share the
If
link.
you have any questions, or if you want to reiterate on your previous learning objectives and stuff, then I'm also here for that.
Okay, got it. I guess I know that yesterday we were talking a lot about in the mid game trying to be basically constantly be using lull states to evaluate like what my team wants to do and how I can align with my team. I think that what I'm going to try to do today is find some games with Anivia. I feel like one tricky thing that makes it a little bit harder to do this with Anivia, actually, I don't know, if maybe it doesn't apply so much in the mid game, more in early game, is that like I'm really constrained by my mana, and so like sometimes I just like need to like shove a wave and reset because like I don't have any mana left, and so I think like trying to apply the same principles to Anivia but with that additional constraint is going to be maybe a little bit, that'll be interesting. I'm hoping I'll get some games today with Anivia basically.
Sure. I mean, Anivia works really well too.
Just because with Syndra... go ahead.
Yeah, I have quite a bit of experience with Anivia as well, so it's actually pretty good.
Oh, really? Okay. Nice. I feel like Anivia is a pretty niche champ. Not that many people play Anivia, but
yeah,
I really like the champ. I love all the wall tricks.
Really fun.
Yes.
I'm currently using Anivia as my like blind pick, actually, so it's kind of funny that I got 3 games of Syndra yesterday.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting, yeah, for sure.
I find that between Anivia and Syndra, I feel like it's easier to just like neutralize any bad matchup with Anivia. Like I don't really feel like there's real counter picks for her except like I don't know, maybe Kassadin. Whereas for Syndra, it's like if they pick something like Echo mid or whatever, it's like really doomed.
Yeah, I mean they have very different matchups, I guess. Because Echo, like if you're Anivia, you kind of murder Echo.
Well, what I meant is I feel like Anivia is a safer blind pick, like so you don't know what the matchup's going to be, but there's fewer bad ones.
I think it's not necessarily true because I feel like Syndra is one of the best blind picks in the game, but outside of that, I also see what you mean because like some of Syndra's matchups are really, I mean, really hard. But I think that's also true for Anivia, especially as you go higher and higher on the ladder. I feel like Syndra's bad matchups become less bad, and Anivia's bad matchups become worse. At least that's how it feels.
I mean, you can ask Tim. Anivia was not a good champion for climbing in like Masters Plus. He had a rough time with some things. That was his original champion that he climbed to like GM with.
Yeah, I mean there's some high-low Anivia one tricks, but it's definitely not the easiest, most streamlined journey. Master Plus at least. But I think to Masters, Anivia is amazing.
I agree with that. You just have to check yourself on some of the skills that Anivia is not teaching you.
Yeah. It definitely has some blind spots.
Yeah, I started out as an Anivia one trick, but I picked up Syndra basically because I got some coaching from like Curtis and Tim, and they recommended learning Syndra to kind of learn more mid-mage skills.
Yeah, that's great. Because I mean, yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice. All right, Zach. Since you joined a few minutes later, I'm telling you as well. We're gonna start going into the game right away, and then once you're done with your first one, we can get into the review and do the review.
There you go.
Oh, you already did one?
Yeah, I started playing early because my queue's like 10 to 15 minutes long.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay,
so I'm here at 1 o'clock so that you can have a game.
Nice.
The same as yesterday.
All right. Then I'm just gonna share my screen and we can get right into it.
Yep.
How was your day, by the way?
The rest of yesterday?
I mean,
Or
yeah.
today?
'Cause I remember you being quite a bit tilted from the block.
Oh, I'm gonna lose every game today because I'm tilted.
Really?
Yep. If this was normal, if I didn't pay for this, I would take like 2 or 3 days off right now.
I see. You know, there's one very positive aspect of this. If you, in moments like this, is when you get absolutely, I guess, like not challenged, but like, this is when you get tested. You know, this is when you can, like,
No,
when you're.
it's not good. No, it's not good.
It's not good.
No,
It's not great. Yeah, sure.
no, it's not a thing where I should get tested. It's a thing where I should just step away and take a break. But
Yeah.
I paid for this, so I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Yeah. In my mind, the way we can get the most out of it, since you paid for it, is if we actually try to make it. I mean, not necessarily a test, but more like a thing where, you know, when you get tilted, and when you're tilted, or when you're angry, or when you're frustrated, whatever it may be, you can still have decisions that you can make, and sometimes it's gonna be that, okay, I'm tilted, therefore I'm gonna do this int play or whatever. And if in that moment you can make a different decision, you're like slightly improving your mental for eternity, essentially.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's the reason I said it's good, which it may not be good, but the reason I said it's good is because it's still not useless to get practice in an environment like that, if we use it well.
Sure.
But yeah, let's get into it. So, what do you think of the Zerat matchup? What do you want to do?
It's very easy. All you have to do is get 2 points Q, you shove him in,
You're scared.
and just avoid all his poke. Play for farm. If he's competent, there's no way he's ever going to let me auto W him or anything like that. So I just play for the wave, play for prio, play to help my side lanes.
Yeah.
If my jungler ever comes mid, then great. You know, we can kill him at level 6 or blow his flash. But assuming things go reasonably well in the map, if I go even, he can't play side lane and the game ends.
Yeah, exactly. Nice, awesome. So we keep walking. Very nice side step on the W. Yeah, I mean, we're in a very, very nice position. Yep. Can find the resets. Or we can poke this.
I didn't reset because he's like in worse conditions than me.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I think so far you play this wave, or like play this laning phase really, really well, actually.
Yeah, well, laning phase, I was hoping that I would be higher elo when, this happened, because I don't struggle, and if I can do nothing, I don't struggle in lane. It's when I play versus people who are better than me, and they just, they prevent me from doing this strategy where I just don't play lane.
Yeah.
But no one in this elo bracket knows how to do that. Or they're not good enough with their skill shots and faking farm and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So it makes the game very easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like it that you go back to mid here. I think this is really, really nice. Yeah, moving to this bot dive also, it can work very well. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, that's very, very good. They lose so much from this as well. And you get everything on mid. It's absolutely perfect. So what are you thinking now?
Well, I believe Gwen got a kill somehow on the Ornn. Ornn's gonna be like completely useless this game. So
Yeah.
like we need to just play away from topside. We need to redive bot with Jarvan, give the grubs. Like,
Okay.
if we get the Twitch ahead, you know, yeah, the Gwen will be hard to deal with for Twitch, but, you know, assuming my team doesn't, you know, assuming my team listens to my pings and does what I tell them to do,
Sure.
the Gwen shouldn't get fed and we should dive bot and the game should go really easily. Basically a free win.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, we can keep pushing waves. If we get poked, we can take resets.
I called everything that happened top lane here. And they didn't listen to me. While making it play bot lane. And yeah, it got to my head a little bit. And she kills me through that, which is crazy because they don't pull the Q.
I think it's better to just E here. Because
Nah, she 100% like she 100%. I feel like she 100% knows. But maybe.
Winter wind, guide me. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn." I will be reborn. Minions have spawned. We are all connected. I bring the a great darkness approaches. Let's soar. First blood. An ally has been slain. Find peace. Do not tempt the blizzard. An enemy has been slain. Near in every snowflake. I am neither the first nor the last. I will not pursue. An ally has been slain. I've felt this corruption before. Forever watchful. Winter wind guide me. I will
I shouldn't have reset there.
We are all connected. An enemy has been slain.
Oh my god, how did I miss that?
Winter wind we are all connected. I dream of Air's ally has been slain. I'll be right. Enemy double kill. You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain. It's me! Dominate. A thousand lives. Turret plate will fall soon. An ally has been slain.
Oh my god.
Something ancient stirs. Ally has been slain. An enemy is godlike. Your turret has been destroyed. I am the snow. An enemy has been slain. Something ancient stirs. I am neither the first nor the last. Double kill. Winter wind. I dream of eras past. Killing spree. Ally has been slain.
Your team has destroyed the turret. Rampage.
Take time to reflect.
Your turret has been destroyed. Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
A thousand lives will I give for the farewell.
Your turret has been destroyed. You have slain an enemy.
Let's soar.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
What change?
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Enemy rampage.
Something ancient stirs. Meaning in every snowflake. I am neither the first nor the last. I have felt this corruption before.
Ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy kill. Enemy has been slain. Enemy triple kill.
Winter wind, guide me.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
I will be reborn. We are all connected.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
A thousand lives will I give for the Lord. Something ancient stirs.
Destroyed.
Meaning in every symptom.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.
But most people won't. You need to be
Yeah.
communicative. You need to take the control over the game in that sense, because if you at this exact position, you see that okay, I want to give the Herald, I want to play for opposite side, I want to trade it off, I want to overload this bot lane, then you have to start communicating it right now. Which would look like you do like a push ping, you know, like the little head with the ping
Yep.
on mid lane. You do 1 or 2 of those, and then you ping the all-in ping, which is like the swords on bot lane, like 3 times. And then you can also ping like help here, and then you can ping help on bot lane.
Yep.
And that should get people excited about like, okay, we push this, and we push bot, and we get bot. And you can also add the back ping onto the Herald, and then everyone understands what's happening.
That's
I
fair
think
enough.
that's the best thing
That's
you
like
can do,
the-
because
that's the one of the 2 points of agency I've got in the game, and I think that's fine enough.
yeah, and I think this game specifically is really hard, but the mindset of if it's a hard game, especially in a game where you have control but the game is kind of falling apart, getting people excited and like on the same page, and if you see one way to win, just communicating that super clearly is how you're gonna take control of these games. Even though like you cannot pilot Ari in a way necessarily that will give you more agency over the game unless you actually do some communication in a game like this. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the bit of control we have.
Well,
Alright. I will let you play your next game.
Yeah.
We did a very in-depth one on this one. I wish you good luck.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna play all 3. We'll see. If this
Yeah,
next one
it's
goes
up to you.
bad, I'm just gonna be fucking done.
Sure.
Because it's like I'm playing. I know this is cope, but I'm playing 200 LP below where I should be. So it's just very frustrating. Anyways, see you in a bit.
Alright, Andy.
Hey, I'm back.
Hello. So,
So I got an Anivia game.
Okay.
Yeah, our Nexus explodes then, unfortunately. But
Okay.
I think so. I'm playing against Aurelion Sol.
Mm-hmm.
This is a matchup that I consider to be probably like just okay. This guy
Yeah.
kind of plays it really badly, and I think that I'm able to get an advantage against him. But I think a good Aurelion Soul should be able to just like outscale the Nivea, and yeah,
Yeah. I mean, he can minimize decently well.
yeah. I basically end up taking. I don't like taking Electrocute in this matchup because I think that a good Aurelion Soul, like you'll never be able to actually kill him. I think it's way better to go for like Phase Rush, go for more scaling, and just like try to outplay him in team fights. Plus,
Okay.
yeah, I like to throw the Q at him when he's like channeling his Q because it's kind of like the same principle as like when Syndra Qs like the Malzahar W. It's like you cancel his like
Yeah.
wave
Yeah.
clear tool with yours. Ideally, you hit
Mhm.
the wave too with your Q, but you know, not always.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would be very mindful, like especially after level 2, 3, because your Q is also the only thing that prevents him from flying at you.
Yeah,
Right?
it's true.
It's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like Sentry as well.
Well, actually, your W cancels his W,
Yeah.
but
Right. Right.
I skilled I didn't skill
Yeah. Yeah.
W
But
level 3,
yeah.
which
Yeah.
I
Most.
actually I
Most of
have
the
in my
time.
notes. Most of the time, I get a second point of E here, but in this specific matchup,
Yeah. And you should. You should. You should. I
yeah,
think that's correct. You just have to hold your Q a bit longer.
yeah,
I think it's just that we're still in a very very nice spot. Okay. Yeah, I would be a bit less fishy with the Qs. I would just use them very 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 mindfully because they kind of have to hit, right?
yeah, yeah.
And if you hit it, it's like a big win. And if you don't, it's like very unfortunate. Yep. Pretty good. I mean, now we probably want to base since we're getting as well as getting a bit low on HP.
Yeah.
Yep. You go for Roa, right?
Yeah, yeah. I go Roa. Well, I don't like to go Roa Seraphs, but because I feel like your
Okay.
damage kind of sucks when you go that build. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going at this game. I don't know.
Mhm.
I think maybe that was not optimal. I try to have a lot of
Yeah.
mana
I mean,
against Aurelion Soul,
mhm.
which is so normally I would go Roa like Leandries. I think another build this game maybe would have been just like Seraphs, Leandries, whatever's. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even like Malignance. I feel like it's also pretty good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Nice.
This guy really trolled, I think. Like, he didn't reset when I reset, so he was
Yeah.
stuck in lane with no mana, and then he couldn't get the wave in.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. You capitalized on it really, really well.
I think this reset, actually, I did not feel good about this reset. So I killed him. I think I could have. I could have
I
just
think you just wanna shove this right now. Like if you
shove it
wanna
and then reset.
if you wanna shove it, then you wanna shove it right now. If you don't, then you want to do this wave slowly. Like just build up a slow push on this one and then push it with the next, and that's when you could reset. It's
Okay.
fine to reset here, but yeah, it's not gonna be great. And yeah, I mean it's fine. Like you're not gonna lose anything, right? Like it's a good reset as well. It's just yeah. I mean I think it's a good reset. Honestly, I think it's good.
Okay.
Okay, that guy's just dead.
Briar is such a stupid champ. He still dies, but
Yeah, I mean that guy will die as well. Yeah, nice.
I thought about flashing here for him since Garen's here. Decided
I
not
think
to.
it's good that you didn't. Yeah, I think it's good that you didn't because now we don't have egg. It's gonna be very helpful to have flash into the Briar and the A. So yeah, Oh, you played it so well, actually. Oh, you played it so fucking well.
I think we get the
It's well
river too.
played.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well played. You have some serious champ mastery here.
Yeah,
I like it.
I feel like I focus. I like to focus a lot on early games, so that's where a lot of my coaching has been before. So
Yeah. You take the base, get Roa. Pretty good. Cam?
oh, this is so sad.
Yeah.
Doesn't kill if I just land the W.
Yeah. And you might still flash on that guy.
Yeah, I flash. I commit the flash when he ults.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Yeah, we also get the push. Here I would actually just push the next wave, since it's already in mid.
Okay.
Your damage doesn't really matter to Drake. And Zed just like is one of the fastest Drake Drakers with the passive. Since once it gets to 50%, it clears it in like 5 seconds or something.
Oh, I haven't thought about that before. I know what his passive does. I just didn't realize that it also extends
Yeah.
to Drake.
Yeah. I mean, it does like 300 damage per auto attack to the Drake. Every single auto attack after half HP, right? It's just like really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, I
this
feel
here,
like it's fine.
this is really bad.
I think this is... Yeah, it's not good. I think the move is fine. I think you have to move here and you have to move the way you did. I think that's alright. I think here you just have to say no, though. Like now, we have no chance of playing this anymore.
Yeah.
And we have one disadvantage. So now we have to pivot very quickly. And you end up getting into the entire enemy team. Yeah, and you will die here, granted. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit... like, we're in a very good position here. It would be so important to just, like keep the advantage, because we don't need to do anything, right? Like, there's no objective. There's no pressure to take a fight here. It's just... I mean, we're just fighting for dopamine, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit unnecessary. It's kind of hard, makes the game a bit harder, but I still think the game is completely in a good spot. Okay, let's see this one. So we end up TPing down here. But yeah, I mean, it's... I don't like this play.
Yeah, I kind of did the same thing yesterday in a game, and I think you pointed out this is also kind of not great. My bot lane is actually losing pretty hard, so TPing to them I think doesn't make sense. I should just let them die. If anything, I should save my TP for playing around the strong members of my team who are currently Garen and
No, I
Zed.
think... Yeah, I think the TP here makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't mind the TP. Like, I don't mind the TP. They get killed way faster, they kite away from you. Sure, it is what it is. But now, it's way more important for you to stay alive than it is for you to kill the Senna.
Yeah.
Because when you kill Senna and when you trade 1-for-1 here, what happens is that you're gonna be off the map for like a minute, right? You're gonna go down. Even though you get 300 gold, like, you will lose way more than 300 gold on like XP and stuff. But what the enemy gets is that they get Senna go down, but they get Briar and Twitch go up, right? And this difference between you and the Briar or you and the Twitch is gonna be very... You have this control deficit in the game, right? Like, your control will be much lower than the game. And this is how you can lose a lot of control over these games. Because if you just don't do anything, you're just all on level, right? Like, you just have normal amount of control. If we say no right here, we're fine. But if we say yes here, what's gonna happen is Briar and Twitch are gonna become a problem. And we're not gonna be able to deal with them very effectively. And in a game like this, when you're also one of the main win cons, since you actually got yourself really strong through the early skirmishes, I would be even more careful with taking plays like this. Because this is how you can give away all the control that you got in the early game. Even though the game is still looking very, very winnable, it makes the game so much harder for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, now Zed dies as well. So now Twitch is a bit of a monster. So what's your mindset here?
Well, I guess there's not really anything to play for. The main thing I'm thinking to myself is like going bot has not paid off at all. It's felt like really awful. I don't want to go bot ever again, basically.
Okay.
And so my thinking is like, okay, I need to adjust my play and see what I can do to like help Garen.
Okay. Yeah. What I would do against this, by the way, like when I'm against the Briar here, is I would actually start with a double Q. Because if you double Q and then like E ult away or like double Q, you know, like if you can proc phase rush while in the double Q, then you can walk away very easily. But
Yeah.
you procced it a bit late, and the entire thing happened a bit too late. And now you just, yeah, I mean, you just died before you could walk away with phase rush. But overall, like from a macro perspective, like what I really want to do here is just eat my waves, stay healthy, and just make plays that are man advantage for me, that are like very easy to make. And yeah, we end up going very, very close to that Briar. And Briar is a problem. Like, Briar got so many kills from the previous plays. But now we have to be super careful because we're very easy to kill as well. Even though we have Roa. Yeah. I mean, now the game is definitely quite a bit harder. Yep. You have to be a bit careful with Twitch walking up instead. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you actually ended up playing this fight really well on the back end. I think at the start here, like the fight starts out with Zed getting a nice pick onto the Twitch, so that's pretty nice. But I would be very careful here. Like I think playing for this bush is fine, but you have to kite away from them. You have to be able to create space, and you're already way too close to that ribbon. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean we actually get a bit lucky that they don't have flashes. Or I guess the Riven doesn't flash on you, because I think if he just flashes on you, you just die instantly and the fight gets really rough for your team. Because you do so much in this one.
Yeah, I think I actually I got lucky that the Riven decided to focus on Lulu instead of me.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, that's very nice. Beautiful. We still have egg, it's completely fine. So now Twitch is definitely gonna try something.
No, actually, he pushes mid and then we kill him.
Really? That's actually kind of fun.
And I get the 1k shutdown.
That's crazy, yeah. Nice. Now we're rich. So what's your mindset going into this mid game now?
Well, actually, I guess right now I'm trying to figure out like who on their team I need to itemize for, and I decide that like basically since their team is all AD, I probably want to go like Zanya's, But I don't have enough gold for like the any of the Zania's components yet, so that's why I leave base with like 1.1k gold.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's the main thing I'm thinking about.
Sure, sure. You don't like going Roba on Anivia,
I don't like
do
going
you?
what?
Rabadon.
Oh, death cap. I like going death cap, but like I don't know. I guess like there's too many items I want right now, and I couldn't decide which one was the right
Yeah,
one.
yeah. No, like I feel like for Anivia, Zhonya's is also really, really insane. So, I mean, in this game, I think it's good. Okay.
I actually hate going Roa on Anivia.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I just feel like you have to.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's the Senna, the Senna with the Herald grief. I like it. Yeah, I mean now the game should be actually pretty good. We got the Atakan, we got bot waves. Yeah, this is very, very nice. So, what do we want to do here?
Well, probably not get picked immediately afterwards. This is
Yeah,
also
like,
something that happened yesterday where I don't play with my team. I kind of like go after their support instead.
Yeah, I mean, it's second time just in this game alone. And you just go in for the... You know, like when you get the... you get the Briar self-taunt onto the Senna as well.
Yeah.
And I think when you did that bot play onto the Tribush, the same thing happened when you went into 3 people just to kill the Senna. Yeah, because I feel like what we really need to understand here is that the game is in a very good spot. And all we need to do is just... Sorry. I'm a little bit sleep deprived. So yeah, what we want to do here is definitely just playing with our team. You know, like just staying grouped with the people that we can peel, because all the enemy team, if you think about it, like if you think about Briar, like what does Briar do? Goes in, right?
Yeah, I mean she's just an all-in like dive champ, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. What does Riven do?
All-in dive. Yeah, same
Same
boss
shit.
champ.
Right. What does Twitch do?
Well, Twitch is kind of he can play either front to back or he can try to like flank your team.
Right. But even Twitch is kind of like with this type of champs, they will all kind of want to go in, right? Like they want to go hit you guys.
Yeah.
I think your ability as an Evia to play against these divers and make their life an absolute misery with your ults, with your Ws, with your Q, and actually sit on your backline and peel them, I think that goes such a long way here. And all you need to wait for, right, is that in a fight like this, like right now, Twitch is dead. So their only threat for you guys being grouped up, which is like Twitch getting like a crazy damage combo, is gone. So now all we really need to do is now we have full control over mid. We have full control over this entire bot side. Just get the stuff. We're chilling.
Yeah.
The game is fine.
Yeah.
The game is in a really, really good spot. But the only way we can lose this is if we have to kite against them while our DPS is not next to us. Meanwhile, our Lulu is getting dove by the Riven. And our team is getting killed by Riven and Aso. And now, yeah, I mean, we just end up getting caught off. And it's still fine. Right? The game is in still a very good spot, but definitely makes it a lot more difficult. And now your team fights without you since you died, and yeah. And now the game looks rough. And from a perspective of like, you know what we talked about yesterday, which was one of the main learning objectives, which is the like who's strong, what's next, right?
Yeah.
if we think about who's strong here, who's strong?
Mostly me and Garen. I guess
Yes.
Zed is pretty scary. I think because their
Yeah,
team's
that
not
is
very tanky.
kind of strong as well. Like, yeah, sure. So that can be a bit scary as well. Who's strong on the enemy team?
Mainly Twitch, but also Briar.
Right.
Actually, I think
So, like,
Briar's
Briar
way
and Twitch.
scarier. But
Yes. There's one good thing about Briar, though, is that Briar gets completely fucked by Anivia unless you get close to her, right?
yeah,
Like, if she gets to stun you, yeah, it's a bit rough. But if you don't, you're chilling. You're hard chilling. She can never get close to you, right? You have face rush, you have walls, you have spaceship, everything. You know, you just completely smile at him. We need to make sure that we play with our strong members, which is, I mean, in this case, it's the Garen mainly, but Zed also. And we also stay alive, because we also cannot really play against multiple people. We can play against one. Like, if Briar engages onto us, we're fine. If she's alone, if we can kite her from max range, you know? But yeah, I mean, we just really need to make sure that we stay alive and that we stay in a consistent position. Because yeah, I mean, those deaths that we did on the Senna, I think that made the game so much harder.
yeah. I guess it's some form of like tunnel visioning. I'm
Yeah,
not like
it could
thinking
be.
about. I'm like not. Yeah, I think it's just like once I lock onto a target. I just,
Yeah, it's just like the target acquired.
yeah.
Initiate Anivia kill. Yeah. I see. So, what do you want to do here?
I feel like my team is really far behind now, actually.
Mhm.
And I think that if they want to force Baron, I don't think we win like a 5v5. And so my thinking is just like, okay, I'm just gonna let my team go for a steal, and I'll just match Riven bot, and yeah, like I don't think I didn't think about going to Baron, or it didn't seem like I should go to Baron.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I think catching the wave is fine. But I think if we want to make sure that we are on the same page as the team, because I think they are clearly looking to fight this. Like, when I look at everyone, and look at Jinx, she's even pinging your TP. Like, they really want to fight this now.
Yeah,
So I feel like we either have to ping them off, and I think without TP and with top lane being pushed, I think that's the right play. You really don't want to just give this. Like, we either have to join or ping them off, and I think joining is not really an option here, because we're way too far.
yeah,
Like, possibly, if we based right here, we would be on a better tempo, because then we just have the Sonya in base, and then, yeah. I think you realize it a little bit too late, which just took that little bit of time away where you could have pushed this wave and moved to the team.
yeah.
It's like kind of sad. Yeah, now they just die, and I think from here the game is just like insanely hard. I mean, it's still fine. They didn't get Baron, so I guess you can still play it. But yeah, I mean, the game got way more difficult. Yeah, I mean, that's also really rough.
Yeah, it's a situation where if instead of Seraphs, I had gone like basically any other item, I might have been able to kill the Briar.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, like, I feel like it's like at this point, like, this is fine, this is great. But Jinx just gets caught, and yeah, I feel like the main thing that we really need to do here is just make sure that okay, Twitch dies and also Jinx lives, because Jinx is how we're gonna win these fights. And yeah, it's just it's just really rough now. And I think here the game is, yeah, we probably lose it here, right?
We actually save it.
Yeah, and then it's a 50-minute fiesta. I think from here, looking at the game, like we could look at stuff and we could look at like mid-game choices and stuff. But I feel like the biggest thing that I really want you to do is that you got yourself such a nice advantage. Like if I look back at this game, you were like 3-0 at some point, right? Like you got a
Yeah.
beautiful skirmish, you got a wonderful position, like after these crop fights, and like here my mindset would just be that okay, I can get whatever I want. I just want to show up for those important fights with my team and be as strong as possible for those. Like I'm not trying to go for a kill here. Like I think even this one is just you locking onto that Twitch.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I feel like every single death is the same, which is good. That means that it's very simply changing this is what's gonna change every single death. Which I feel like comes from a place of poise, or it has to come from a place of poise where you feel confident in your ability to win the game through just good fundamental Anivia gameplay, which is staying alive, putting down your ults, you know, like showing up to fights, showing up to fights early so that you can control those choke points, and then winning the fights from there, kiting back. You're not really good at kiting forward into the Twitch, into the enemy team. That's not necessarily what we want to be doing, right? Same thing with the Senna on bot side. Same thing with the... Yeah, I mean, same thing with all three of those deaths, right? Like death number 2 happens just like 15 seconds later where you go for the Senna. Locked on, boom.
Yeah.
1 for 1. Yeah, I think if I want to see... Like, what I want to see is you doing these plays without dying. Just, like, valuing your life very, very, very highly. And staying on the map, getting resources, you know? Because you're also insanely good at wave clear. So when you're off the map for 30 seconds, you can do that. That kind of sucks, you know?
Yeah.
We should be able to, like, clear those waves. And then we have the ability, like, we have one of the best, like... We have a really good skirmishing ability. With the ults and with the Qs is, like, we do a lot of damage. Like, deceptively insane amounts of damage, right? And we also do, like... We have really good setup as well. With the ult into W, with the ult into W into Qs as well. Like, I feel like if you play for those, you will be in a beautiful position. But then we have to say no to everything else. We have to say no to the best plays. We have to say no to dying to enemy jungle invade when there's nothing to get. So I would send you into the second game with this.
Okay, makes sense. I guess I do want to just chat about itemization real quick.
Sure.
Against their team, do you think I should have considered heal cut? Like, I guess just because Briar heals so much.
No, I don't think.
Okay.
I think Hellcat is. If they had a Briar and also Vladimir and also Soraka, maybe.
Okay.
I don't think you should, no.
Got it. Yeah, I think...
If anything about itemization, I would probably get a Dark Seal at some point. Because I think Dark Seal is just one of the best items in the game. And I would also probably try to get... Like, if possible, I would try to get Rabba voice stuff or voice stuff Rabba in some combination in my 3rd, 4th item slot.
Yeah, that's like the standard mage
Possible.
itemization. I just feel like it's so hard to
Yeah,
do with
right.
Anivia.
It is a bit harder on Anivia, since, I mean, especially if you go Roa and Seraph. But then, yeah, I mean, if you go Roa Seraph, you also probably don't need the Zonya for defensive layer, right? Because you're already so tanky.
Yeah.
So at that point, like, you can go Zhonya's, but if you go Zhonya's, you will not do damage. Like, you will just not have damage. At least, yeah, it's gonna be really rough.
Yeah, I think this game yeah, I guess I maybe could have. I needed to squeeze in a Darksteel somewhere in there, and then I probably needed to go just Death Cap third. I don't know. I guess, like, to be honest, it felt like I already didn't have enough damage. Just like, no, I had plenty of damage. The reason why I felt weak is just because I died like 2 times in a row. I think actually.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that's it.
I don't think it's an
Like,
aggravation issue.
even if you go Zhonya, like, even if you go Zhonya, I think if you don't die 2 or 3 times in a row, a bit like for no reason, I think you're in a completely beautiful position. It's just that you lost so much XP.
Yeah.
Like, at some point you had a level on this ace, and now you're just same XP.
Okay, got it.
Awesome. Good luck in the next one,
Thank you.
and see you around.
See ya.
Turn on drive, back on the gear. Both time to know, no one in tears. So don't be afraid. 의심 없지. 손을 잡아, 'cause tonight 우린 burn to shine. Yeah. 꽉 안아준 물들, 우리가 나눠가진 가슴 안에 흉터자래. 붉게 물든 문진 내 눈 속에 날 영원히 기억해준다면. I'm burning high. 내가 나로 살 수 있다면 제가 된대도 난 좋아. So tonight I'm gonna put my name, Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, not running for me, not running for me. 불타오르지, I love it, 살기만. I'm burning high. 마치 영원함 속 날아올 불사조같이 넌 마치 기적 같은 걸 내게 더 꿈꾸게 하지. 다시 타버린 내 불씨가 피어온다. 내게 값도다한다. Now hold me tight. 몸을 던져볼길 일말의 미련 없이. It's alright, we ride or die. Yeah. 붉게 물든 엔진 내 눈 속에 날 영원히 기억해준다면. I'm burning high. 네가 나로 살 수 있다면 제가 된대도 난 좋아. So tonight
Winter wind, guide me. We are all connected.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn.
Let's soar.
Minions have spawned.
Think beyond one lifetime. I will be reborn. What change will this wind bring? Do not tempt the blizzard. Take time to reflect. Something A thousand lives will I give for the Freljord.
First blood. An enemy has been slain.
I am neither the first nor the last.
An enemy has been slain.
I dream of eras past. Forever watchful. Meaning in every symbol. Winter wind, guide me.
An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Forever watchful.
An enemy has been slain.
I will not forsake my home.
Enemy killing spree.
Winter wind guide me.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
We are all connected. Let's soar.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Beyond one lifetime. Take time to reflect. Something ancient stirs. Lives will I give for the failure.
An enemy has been
I
slain.
have felt this corruption before. I am neither the first nor the last.
Turret plating will soon fall.
winter wind.
Double kill. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Think beyond one lifetime. I will be reborn. The Freljord awakens.
You have slain an enemy.
Something ancient. A thousand lives will I give for the Freljord. I have felt this corruption before. Only the first, never the last.
destroyed a turret.
Thousand lives will I give for the family. I have felt this corruption before. I am neither the first nor the last. I dream of everything.
Shut down.
Forever. Meaning in every snowflake. Winter wind, guide me.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Think beyond one life.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I will be reborn.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
More than
Yeah,
15
that
minutes.
Yep. Right. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Just in time for the next one.
Ah, perfect timing. Nice.
Oh, you just won the game, huh?
Yeah. Oh, that
How
was
did
a
it go?
banger.
All right, let's take a look.
This is actually like I really really hate playing against Syndra as Anivia. I think this is like Syndra
Yeah,
and
it's a
Victor are like
miserable
the
matchup.
worst matchups.
Yeah, I mean, Syndra especially, like, so bad. Yeah, it's really rough. Okay. So what's your hypothesis on the game? How do you want to play this?
So I guess the main thing I need to worry about is J4 is one of the few junglers who's capable of doing like a level 2 gank, so I need to be kind of like careful about that. Syndra, I guess like this is a really really tough matchup. I don't really expect to be able to get prio against Syndra most of the time. I think that like really, I think that like my goal is to just try to, I guess. Okay, well, the way I usually play against Syndra is like I try to just a heavy trade with Electrocute and like find like really good resets and stuff to at least prevent Syndra
Okay.
from being able to like just like crash in waves for free without any risk of dying to a gank. It's like if I can get her low, then like sure she can push me in, but I have really really good setup on like for ganks, especially with Briar.
Yeah.
And so if she's like
Yeah.
overextended, I can like wall her and then like it's like a free kill. So like I just need to
Okay.
make sure that like I can't let her just push me in for free though. Like that's like the main thing.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
And then this is also a matchup where like I know you're theoretically supposed to go like Merc treads early, but for me it like
Nah, yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I don't
do
really
it.
like doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's like it's propaganda. Don't do merch that early. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like it that you're out attacking a lot. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Also, really, really nice Q. Helps you get the push. Helps you get the trades. Yeah. Awesome. So far, really, really good. Nice. Yeah.
This is when I realized like I don't think this Syndra's that good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she should never miss a QB at that range.
Yeah. Also, I think your movement was actually pretty good there. Yep. I like it. Okay. I think here what you can do, by the way, you can just start autoing her.
Yeah.
And just wait for her to go into an auto animation as well. And then you can Q. Because it's just like, it's just kind of sad.
I
Because
think
if you hit that, it's just...
yeah.
Then
I
you
need
just
to
miss
be able
it.
to get Electrocute on her. Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is a one-trade position, by the way. Like, if you... Like, here. If you start autoing her right now, like, you just win this trade. Really hard with Potion. Because you get a Q, you get an auto E, you get another auto, you outrange her, and then, yeah, I mean, you just got a mega trade.
Yeah.
And Briar is going to be active on the map, and you have another health bar, so you're invincible. Okay, that's kind of... Yep. Yep. I mean, that's actually pretty nice. Get the +1 wave with the Briar. Okay, what happens here? A disaster. Yeah, we can just queue the cannon, I think. Like, we can just wait for the cannon here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so sad.
Getting the Q
But at
camp
least
is
we
really
can
bad.
auto back at this point as well. But yeah, I mean, now we really need base. We don't have egg also. Yep. You find a decent base though, which is nice. Yep. Yep. I mean, it's what it is. Okay. I mean, Jarvan flashes, which is kind of fine. So, what's your mindset here? What do you wanna do?
I think that so at this point my bot lane is winning really hard. Drake is up, so I know I want to put vision towards that side. Yeah, I guess like I feel like my game plan so far has been going okay. I'm just trying to like get good trades against Syndra, and
Yep.
yeah, I'm just sticking to the plan. Otherwise, just trying to, I'm just trying to keep an eye out on my bot lane, which I see
Yep.
this play going on. Okay, actually,
Yeah,
this fight
I
is really
mean-
bad.
Yeah, I mean with Syndra ult, sorry, with Janna ult, I think it's kind of hard to play this. But this is why, like, in a position like this, like the best thing you can do is just ping this off and just push mid. Syndra is so fucked. She's like flipping the shit out of this game, and even if she gets a kill here, if you just push the wave, like she's behind, she's gonna lose XP. And then from there, like she will never get prio again. Like she's already done the level.
My thinking here was actually like, I didn't know how to communicate this with pings, or I guess I didn't really think that hard about it, but like, I think that if Draven and Leona just moved towards Syndra, it was like a free collapse on her. You know what I mean? Like, but that, I don't know. Instead,
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean just all-in ping the Syndra. Like, just all-in ping the Syndra with the, you know, like when you move the wheel like this and it does the, like this ping, that's like super loud, super obvious.
yeah, the all-in ping.
And it's very underutilized because people are not very used to using it. It takes your team's attention and it makes it work. I think if you really want to do something, then that's like the best thing for it.
Okay, yeah.
Because most people, like, if you do like on my way or a helping, like it's sure it's nice, but all in ping like seals the deal. It's really good. I mean, yeah. Now we just can't play this because we have no mana. Nice. Okay, that's that's really nice that you actually did it.
Yeah, it's just a random snipe.
Yep. I mean, it was okay on the back end, but yeah, definitely. I think if you just push mid, like the game is over. Syndra cannot play ever again.
Yeah,
And
I
then you
see.
can still move to the play if it gets extended. But also Briar was topside. I think it's not even worth to like really force. Yep. Nice. Very nice trade. Yep. I would delete this wave. The only reason being is that your team is very, very actively playing right now. Right? Like they are hitting this, they are hitting Drake. You holding this wave doesn't help you. You want to be able to at least hover these plays, right?
Okay.
I would much rather have you be in a very easily active position than like all the way back here.
Okay.
Because now, yeah, I mean it's fine. I mean you can also just push this wave, or even get a solo kill, I guess.
I don't mean to glaze myself, but that was I feel like that was a pretty sick combo.
That's just that's a really insane. Yeah, that's really good. Nice. I mean Briar even gets that one. What you should do here, by the way, is you should actually ult the wave right now, and you should place a wall here.
Oh.
And that
yeah.
gives you enough time to like one-shot the wave and get out without like Pantheon being able to cancel you. and then that just gives you a lot of tempo. But you can also just leave it and just give it to Draven. Like it's fine either way. Is that a phase rush Pantheon?
I'm not sure. He's running so fast. No. He gets
Oh, no,
speed
it's
from
the
the
empowered E.
empowered W, yeah, or empowered E. Sorry.
Yeah. Actually, crazy how much move speed he gets from that. Yep. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, we're in a beautiful position now. Ouch. Yeah, he has barrier. And we also have no AP, so like that's so zero damage. Yeah. Yeah, we push this, get Roa. Yeah, we're in a beautiful position. So, what was your mindset here? Let me try to pause on this though. What are you thinking about?
Honestly, like here, it's not any different from before. Where it's just like I want to allow my Draven to like do whatever he wants, and so
Okay.
I think that like right now I don't feel like going bot because I don't have TP, and also the wave is like kind of it's not very safe for me to go down there. So I'm just deploying mid because like
Yeah.
towards my team.
Yeah, I like it. I think we can go towards mid. We wanna be on strong side as much as possible, so I think generally it's pretty good to go mid here. And from mid we can go bot as well. I think this is very, very nice. What you can do here, by the way, it's just like a very, very small thing. But if you place your wall in a way, it actually puts him back into the wood, which
Yeah.
just like extends the E crit damage range, and then like if you wall here, then yeah, he just gets back into it, and then you just
Yeah.
get the E crit and 2 shots. I mean, I guess it achieves the same thing, but you would lose a bit less HP and you would do it a bit faster. Yeah, here we can base. Very nice. We're super, super strong now, so that's nice. Okay. Okay, let's see this one.
I just did not expect J4 to go back in or for Pantheon to ult.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean J4 goes back in with the Pantheon ult, I guess, so that makes sense. I mean, it's still a fight that you guys are just winning. Like, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I still think it's game-winning play, though. I mean, with J4 and everyone going back in, I think it's completely fine.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I lose my Darksteel stacks, whatever, but I'm actually pretty happy with that. It's like we're just putting so much
Yeah,
on the Draven.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we just want to make sure that we complement whatever Draven is trying to do. I personally would just TP it to mid. Don't think we really want to be in a flank position as much. Like, it's fine, but I think you rather want to peel the Draven rather than try to flank the backline.
Yeah, you're right.
Because now Draven dies and now... Yeah, I mean, the fight just becomes a lot more rough. Ah, so sad. The blue buff, we really wanted that. Nice. Nice, beautiful. Yeah, we can push from wave. Get back. Nice, nice. So yeah, I mean, all I want to do here is just eat my side waves, be on strong side, allow Draven to play, and... okay, So here we need to see them. We kind of need to see them on the map.
Yeah, because we have
Is your-
vision all over the top side, and they're not there, which means
Yeah,
the only
and
place
they
they
are
can
not
be
there,
is spawn.
so-
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's one of those stats where it's they drive the Herald into the fucking 1Q. That's funny. I mean, otherwise it would be your W, so
Yeah.
can't really. Yeah,
That's what I love about the new Rift Herald. Old Rift Herald used to go through a Navy as well, but
that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, even this one does go through it if it starts charging the tower, right?
no.
Like,
You can always stop it. Now.
even if it's not a champion in it.
Yeah. It used to
didn't know
go
that.
through. It used to go through the wall. That's what I meant. Like the unmanned
Yeah.
charge used to go through a wall, but they changed.
Oh, I didn't know that it doesn't now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's because they. I mean, I think they just programmed it so like the charge is the
Yeah.
same as the new charge. It's just like a completely new attack.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. I guess you go Malignancy, right? Yeah. Pretty good. I love Malignance on an AVI. It's such a good item. It's so good.
I feel like you can only go it like. I mean, there's like very specific conditions where you can
Yeah,
go Malignance. It's like you specifically like need to. Because like Leandries is like the other option, and Leandries is also really good on Nivea. But like,
Yeah.
I like Malignance is like more powerful if the enemy team's mostly squishy and if they have no MR.
Yeah. Also, it's better if you can like do a lot of like small ults. I feel like a lot of small ults with like ult into W, E, just like burst combos. It's like really good. Yeah, I like it. Look at the Malignance value in that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it's GG from here. It's fucking GG.
Yeah. I think we end the game from here
Yeah.
pretty much.
Is there anything that you're curious about in this game, or can we move on to the learning objective portion?
No. We can move on. I felt like this game was a kind of a free win actually. Well, it wasn't. It was actually a little bit dicey in the early game.
Yeah, I mean, I think you contributed a lot to it being a free win. Like you made it a free win by making sure that you're complementing the Draven. Like you played for your strong sides. You played lane insanely well. You played the fights well. I think it all contributed to it, and yeah, I mean that led to you winning the game. Now, I mean the one thing that I think you could have done a bit better is the roam onto the Syndra. It was a bit iffy.
Yeah.
It also ended up working out, so I mean it's kind of fine. I think there would have been an insane amount of value in denying that wave. And also the other one is that in the mid to late game, in that fight where you flank TP'd,
Yeah.
I would really want to be like connected to my Draven, because if you think about it, your Draven is doing all the damage and he's really strong. So if you can peel him, and if you can just like sit on top of him and just make it so that Jarvan cannot engage onto him, I think you have a much better chance of just winning the fight.
I think that's a problem for me. I'm not really like playing to peel for my ADC when my ADC is ahead.
Yeah. But it also comes down to the same thing that we talked about today and yesterday as well, which is Wincon assessment. It's assessing that Draven is strong, and if we peel him, he's gonna be a monster, right? And Anivia is really good at peeling. So I think given those two things together, you can definitely go for those, like sitting around Draven, sitting near him, and creating space for him with the ults, with the Ws, and just making it a low-key, like isolated 2v1s, whoever's trying to kill Draven.
Yeah.
Then we can peel and we can one-shot and we can move on to the next.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think you can do that. And it's not like you cannot do that. I think you're just not really primed to do that. And that will come from you Like now you have the perspective that that's an option, and now it's just like doing it.
Yeah, I feel like I wasn't good at win con assessment before. Now it's like I'm at least on the same side of the map as Draven, but I need to actually position in
Yes.
team fights like correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Just
And it's a
zooming
process.
in.
And I think you like just over the last few games, I think you've evolved so much. Because at the start you were not even really aware of like who's strong, like what's next, you know, like now, like after this, like even yesterday during those 3 games, like I've seen your evolution real time. How you like start implementing some of the stuff we talk about. So yeah, I love it. I love to see it. And you're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Actually,
let's keep it
honestly,
up.
though, I feel like I'm actually like normally. I mentioned this yesterday, but normally in the mid game, I feel kind of just like I'm zoning out and just autopiloting almost because I don't know what I'm doing. But now
Yeah.
I feel like I'm playing with a lot more purpose.
Yeah. And I mean, you're zoning out because you didn't have a framework for it, and now you do.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense for you to think about something when you have something to think about.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Because once it's easier for your brain to like, yeah, I have this toolkit and this is what I should go through. Like suddenly, not doing that and losing the game is harder than doing it and winning. So you will just do it and win. And or at least like do some good thoughts, and it's gonna be fun. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
last game.
you can go into the last one with this, and yeah, I mean, good luck.
Thank you. All right. See you
You
on the
played
other
this game
side.
really well.
Thanks.
Yeah, see ya.
I think I'm popping off on my Nivea mechanics today, especially actually. Like.
Yeah,
missing
I mean, in
some-
the second game, you were like that ult onto the Syndra when you did that trade. That was really crisp. That was insane. So yeah, keep it up, keep it up.
All right. Gotta get more of that. All right. See ya.
You're scared. Good to know.
Yep.
Take time to reflect. On my wings. Has been meaning in every snowflake.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I am neither the first nor the last.
Force is
30
needed.
seconds until minions spawn.
You have not earned victory this day. Let us see whose spirit is stronger. Enough blind jokes. Stop asking for more. Blindness is no impairment against a smelly enemy. Force is meaningless without skill.
Minions have
Our
spawned.
foes are not much to look at. Blindness is no impairment against a smelly enemy. Enough blind jokes. Stop asking for more.
We are all connected. Forever watchful. Take time to reflect. Let's soar. I dream of eras past.
First
A
blood.
1,000 lives will I give for the Freljord. not change with this wind blow. Something ancient stirs. I will be reborn. Winter winds.
An ally has been slain.
I have felt this corruption before.
An enemy has been slain.
In every sense. I am neither the first nor the last. We are all connected.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Take time to reflect.
An ally has been slain. executed.
Take time to reflect. I dream of eras past. Lives will I give for the throne.
An ally has been slain.
Something ancient stirs.
An ally has been slain.
Winter wind, guide me. I have felt this corruption before.
Oh,
Turret plating will fall soon. kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
Let's soar.
An enemy is dominating.
I dream of endless paths. A thousand lives will I give for the community. What change will this bring? The cycle closes. Something ancient stirs. I will be reborn.
An enemy has been slain.
Winter winds guide me. I have felt this corruption before.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Enemy is legendary.
Think beyond one life. In every smoke.
An ally has been slain.
I am neither the first nor the last.
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
We are all connected. Forever watchful.
kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. Shut down. Enemy is legendary. Legendary. An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Oh.
Take time.
An enemy is legendary. An ally has been slain.
Change will this wind bring?
Enemy double kill. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. An enemy is legendary. inhibitor has respawned. Your inhibitor has respawned.
I have felt this corruption before. Think beyond one life. In every small
Enemy is legendary.
first, nor the last. We are all
Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Enemy has been slain.
him.
Has been destroyed.
Let's soar.
An enemy is unstoppable. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I dream of eras past. A thousand lives will I give for the friendly. Let's soar.
An enemy has been slain. Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
A thousand lives will I give for the friend.
Your inhibitor has respawned.
Something ancient stirs. I will be reborn.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Let your wind guide me.
Your inhibitor has respawned.
I have felt this corruption before.
Enemy double kill. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Defeat.
Of info, you can fight this. But you need to ask for hover right now so that you can deep push this as much as possible, and then you can move with the cane, and you can try to create vision around this area, right?
Yeah.
If you guys can do that, I think this is very good. I think given that Kane paths away from you and on the chickens, like, you either want to ping Kane to help, and then you can contest. Like, now it's fine. And if he walks away from you, it's not fine. That's why I would just like ask, like, ping help on the wave. Like, I would ping help on the wave, like where it comes, and then ping maybe once on Kane's screen, and just like make sure that I have full hover on this. Because you're very strong in this 1v1, and you're also very strong with Kayn in the 2v2, and I think Yumi is also on Kayn, so like it's not even a 2v2, it's like a 3v2 or 3v3 if somebody else shows up.
Right.
But yeah, this is a very good play if Kayn is here, right? And that's what ends up happening. Like Kayn is here, and suddenly the fight is mega free.
It just seems so scary to walk up with the Zac and the Lissandra because they like basically
Right.
one-shot me.
Yeah, but that's
Like,
why
even if my Kane's hovering me, like I feel like I could potentially still die on
You
some
can.
of this.
But you see like how long you survive here. And if Kayn is on top of you now, like once you get engaged on, like if Kayn is here, then first off, Zac has a
Yeah.
much harder time going in. Second off, Kayn can W Zac once he's jumping in. And third off, look at how much time you still win in this.
Yeah. What if
Despite-
like Zac was in like the lane bush? That's the main thing that I was scared of.
Yeah, but I mean, sure, then you don't walk in before Kayn comes into the lane bush as well. Then you
Yeah.
just walk up from here, right? Like
Yeah.
if Kayn is hovering you, you can also just walk up here. You don't need to contest the bushes. You just walk up here. If you see the Lissandra E, then you respect.
So, okay, I understand all of that, but at the same time, I don't want to, like, there's so much going on in this moment, and this is like the stuff in this game that I was like the most confused about. So it makes sense what everything that you're saying. I agree, but we're sacrificing, like, Kayn is not farming his top side. I understand at this point in the game he probably doesn't want to, because he wants to be on bot side of the map for the objective. So that box is checked as to why he's not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm scared for my Tristana on mid wave because Zac could be there too.
Okay.
So do I have to is being here even correct? Like, do I have to go through mid and all four of us walk together to go get vision and then I do this? Because it's
what
like
it allows is that allows to make a better play on mid as well as on bot, right? Like that allows you to know where Zac is or where Zac isn't, and that
Right.
will allow mid to play more aggressive. That will allow you to walk up further on the side. So it's like kind of the concept of getting like prio, vision prio, right?
Yeah.
And right now we're at the stage where we need to get prio at least on one of the lanes so that we can move into the jungle and create vision. And if you want to do that through bot lane, and because Atakan is bot, I think it would make sense to do it through bot lane. I would just do it through bot. And
But
because
this is all
also-
fine. The Kayn just needs to. I need to ping my Kayn to come hover me,
Yeah.
and we need to get the prio so that I can go
Yeah.
into get vision with them.
Yes.
We don't have to do that on mid wave.
Yeah, but we can.
necessarily.
Like you can do it through mid wave, but then you have to like respect a bit. Yeah. Like if you want to do it through mid wave, then you can also catch bot wave. But I think given how strong you are in this game, and like you being like level 14, well, Tristana is like level 11, I think it would make a lot of sense to play through you instead of Tristana.
Okay.
Because you have most of the strength in the game. And I
Okay.
think you and Kayn have insane 2v2. And because of that, I think you definitely win with Kayn on bot lane, but Tristana doesn't necessarily win with Kayn through mid. And that's why I would definitely want to play through bot with you.
Right. My point is, all four of us go mid. I walk back and catch a wave deep on my tower, and then we have all of the vision control, and then I can more safely push out bot lane. But then they might get Otacon.
Yeah, that works too. But I think because of the Atakan being alive at this stage, when you open to
That
the
we
map,
have to play through me.
I
on
think
bot.
you have
Yeah.
to get the bot waves here.
Okay. So that's everything that I was thinking about in that situation. I didn't know
Yeah.
what the necessary correct answer was because I felt really, really scared and uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things can go wrong, but I think your idea is correct. Like, if we want to play through this bot wave, and I think that's completely fine. We just need to ask for a bit more hover because you walk up when Kayn walks away. I think if you both walk up, it's completely fine. And this is a great play.
Cool. Good. Can move on from that then.
Yeah. Because I still think like the outcome is completely fine too. They get
Oh yeah,
quite
the
a
outcome is we get Otacon. So
bit- yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
like it just felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And even
No,
if
that's-
when things work out, I want to look at
Yeah.
the things that make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I think this type of curiosity will make you a much better player over time. So that's awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. Now, what I would be very obsessed about is just playing with Kayn and being on strong side, which I think you're doing correctly here, but it's just like what would go through my mind here. I'm very strong on a side, and I'm also very strong in a fight. So I just really want to sync up with the Kayn. Ideally get mid prio before a fight like this. The fight
Yeah, so this one was really awkward too. Like I used the other hypothesis, like so my hypothesis in game from the first one was I shouldn't have flanked and I should have played front to back. So I decided to play front to back with my Kayn and my Tristana this time. But it was like really chaotic and hard to deal with, and I didn't get a reset off the Zac passive, which was like caught me off guard a bit.
Yeah.
Which I should know that it doesn't, but
one thing that I noticed with your fighting is that here, like this ult doesn't do anything. I guess if you get the Zac, it's like fine. But I would really like, especially when I go for like a BFT setup, and now if you go BFT and you go another item that gives you haste, you have a lot of haste to work with. But if you have BFT Leandre, you're actually very low haste. Like at this point, your rotations are on a very long CD. So in a fight like this, I would be very, very mindful with using my ults around my rotations, because right now, like the thing that goes wrong in this fight is that you do your first rotation here. You do it essentially on Lissandra Zonya, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would also not use my EQ in a complete combination. I would use it like E. If it lands, I can Q. I would slow it down a bit, because if you have Q now, after Lissandra Zonya's your E, you can play the rest of the fight with your next ult.
Yeah.
But because you use it in like an automatic like muscle memory combination, now you don't have your Q and your E. So Lissandra gets an insane amount of value from this Zonya. Now, because of that, now that I don't have my rotations, now I will be very, very mindful with how I play the rest of the fight, because I cannot play without my spells. And I want to use my ult to combine it with my other abilities on like a rotation by rotation basis. And here, when you ult in here, like now you're in the deep end, and now we ult out. But now, once you ult it out here, you need to kite out, because now you just can't play the fight anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, after that, I mean, we just end up dying, because now we're just caught. Now we just don't have the damage to kill anymore. Which I think is much more... I mean, since you mainly played Galio, I feel like this is just one of those things where you need to play Ori in fights and review the fights very, very mindfully to improve at this. Especially around like how you use your spells, how you use your ult around rotations, because in this game, like both of the Drake fights that were kind of rough were due to you and your ult usage.
Yeah.
And if you do that better, you can definitely have a lot more impact in this. And if you play a low haste build, it's especially important to be super mindful with your spells, because like on one item you have more haste than usual, but on two items, if you don't go for like either Horizon or like Crypt Bloom or, you know, like one of those haste items, then you will just have very low haste at this time. Compared to, let's say, an Ori that goes Malignance into Lucidity into like Horizon or one of those items, then they would have like an insane amount of haste. Because then they have like 50, 60 haste. And the ult haste as well, right? So then, compared to that, now you have low haste. So now we have to play accordingly. And yeah, I think like post these two fights, like now the game is still winnable, but definitely significantly harder.
Yeah, we win, by the way. I played the worst game I would play, and we win. My Tristana did 70k damage.
Holy fuck.
This Tristana was insane.
Yeah. I really like this.
Just brain dead. This was really bad.
Okay, I mean, walking in here,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know what this one was, but yeah. I mean, ideally,
It was like tunnel visioned.
Like, yeah, I think here, because of how strong the Tristana and the Kayn is, I think now we can actually go into a bit more peel mode, because the enemies have a hard time engaging as long as we sit on Tristana and Kayn. Because like Zac jump can be very easily cancelled by both you and Kayn W, and Tristana ult as well. Lissandra, if he jumps in, then, or like if she jumps in, then we can just like land an E or something, and then she's also dead. And I mean, it goes for the rest of their team. Like Gangplank cannot really engage, and they have like I think their bot lane is also not really on the top of the situation with an Ezreal. Like it's not gonna be the engage the Ezreal Zerat. So yeah, I think we can definitely play it a bit more slowly. Then yeah, I mean, I guess Tristana is just Gumayushi reincarnation. Yeah, and Jace is also getting side, so that's nice. Yep. I'm gonna go through the rest of the game a bit more quickly, just like looking at...
Yeah, I mean, there's so much more from earlier in the game that I could have done better.
Yeah, I think this is fine. It's just... I really like how you're holding your ult there and not using it just to be in range. Just like waiting for the rotation. Pretty good. I also like the Creep Bloom choice. I think it's pretty good. You want more haste?
Yeah, I was going Leandre's because I thought I'd like be more of a damage threat, and then I'm like, nah. Once I fell behind, I'm like, I need as much CDR as possible.
Yeah. I mean, given how much damage your comp has in general, I think like Leandre is fine, but I think like just going haste is very valuable if it comes like this. Especially when I see my Kayn is snowballing, I think being on multiple rotations with him is more useful in general. Because the damage is already in your comp. Like Red Kayn with form is mega insane. Like Red Kayn with AD items as well. It's like really a lot of damage. Holy fuck, that Tristana hurts.
Yeah, she's quite crazy.
Should have just killed everyone here, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, that Zac disappeared. Yeah, I mean, now you just got Nash. Yeah, we can push out sides, sync up tempo, pretty good. Yeah, I like this hover team. Push out one wave, overload the other, very nice.
I'm just trying to sit behind my Tristana the whole time so I can charm the Zac when he comes in. It's the only thing I was trying to do. Yeah,
and at this point, that's exactly your job. You do it perfectly. Nice. We got the push. Now, what we should do here is just overload top, by the way. Like, we should just 5-man top. In my mind. Just 5-man top, got the inhib, and then go back to Drake. I think that would be a bit more consistent, but... I mean, this is also... I mean, it also works. Doesn't really progress the game all that much, unless you kill everyone and they end up fighting you on it.
Yeah, and we end the game.
Then, yeah, I mean, probably really interesting, which is... Yeah, so... I mean, yeah, sure, Tristana did a lot of job this game. I would really only really focus on your fighting, because I think if we get a little bit better at that, and with a bit mindful with ult usage, a bit mindful with playing around rotations, a bit mindful about like how we use our E and Q separately, like those things would give you a lot more results in this game.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Nice. I think that covers essentially everything in this one.
Yep.
So about the bootcamp, I feel like the biggest thing for you is gonna be like solving the tilt problems over time slowly, because that's gonna translate into your gameplay. Like even in these games, you have a lot of very, very good thoughts. Like your overall macro, I think, is pretty good. I think the overall ideas that you have are pretty good. It's like, okay, we want to sit on Tristana, you know, like you understand how you want to play the game. I think if we get better at tilting and not making tilt-induced decisions, if we improve at communicating your ideas and just like having an emphasis on the execution of the communication itself, like not the outcomes of like, yeah, who listens to it or not, just like having high standard with how you're communicating, even if nobody does it, it's like more like, you know, every single ping you do increases the chances of your teammates following that call by like 10%. Mm-hmm. Up to like,
you know, one thing like that should probably, one thing I just thought of that might help me with it, it's a stupid way of thinking about it, but if something happens when I ping it and my teammates make a mistake, that should be super validating for me.
Yeah.
It shouldn't make me upset. It should be like,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
I knew it.
Sure.
I was
sure.
right. Validates
Yeah.
my hypothesis. Rather
Yeah,
than
yeah.
it's like it just means that if they listened to me, things would have gone well, and that shows what I know. And then next time when if my teams do listen to me, then things will go better.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also like their response to your pinging is AI generated, right? Like it's whatever. It's gonna be completely random. But every single ping increases them doing what you ask them to do by like 10%, up to a 50% maximum. And if you can have like a 0% chance of them doing what you want, and like an up to 50% chance, you would always want to choose the 50%, even though like it's not always gonna work. But even within a single game, like sometimes they will follow it and sometimes they won't. And if you want to be the best player you can be, then like over 100 games, like even if this only will happen in 50 games where you get a favorable outcome from this, if you don't do it ever, like there's a 0% chance. So just being very communicative. It's a numbers game. It's not a every single time it will win a game, but it's more like poker. When if you play the cards right, like more often than not you will win because you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's why like having a 53% win rate is good.
Yeah, exactly. And communication is what takes that 53% to like a 60%. And that's when you see players like Agorin and players that are like super high elo be insanely communicative.
Yeah,
and they
I
make
played
it...
a game earlier this year with a challenger player, and it was fucking crazy.
You see how much they talk. Yeah. So yeah, that's so you exactly know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I've played with them. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's where we want to get you as well. So the next step towards that is solving the tilt, communicating more, like getting your ideas onto the rifts, and I mean if we talk Ari, then also cleaning up some of your skirmishing.
Yeah, I don't think there's much wrong with my Galio gameplay.
I think your Galio is
minor nitpicks here and there.
Well, minor nitpick is that if you play Galio and something bad happens, you lose your mind and suddenly, yeah.
Yeah. It's part of the contract that I signed playing these lower agency champions, anyways. Well, I mean, the quote unquote, like
right.
It's not an Akali, it's not a Kassadin, it's not a Victor or a Syndra, quote unquote.
Right,
not a carry. I set everyone else up. It's part of the contract I signed.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where if you are very communicative and you know exactly how to align yourself, you will be an absolute monster on the Rift.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining, and thank you for attending the bootcamp. I hope you had at least a little bit of fun.
I would have preferred it to be done under different circumstances, and would have been able to work on the things that I wanted to work on. But I mean, this will also be helpful as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens after. Keep me updated, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you climb and thrive.
Yeah, I'll let you know. See you later, man.
See ya. All right, I will ask for 3 minutes, and then we can review your game as well.
Sounds good.
We need to get some food as well, like order some food, because I will not have a lot of time to eat.
Yep.
So yeah, give me a sec. Alright, let's get right into it.
All right.
I'm gonna share my screen and we can get into the game. So,
Yeah, let's do it.
this was the game into the Nidalee mid.
Yeah.
I've watched quite a bit of this one. It was an interesting one for sure.
I don't really know what I'm doing against Nidalee, actually. I know I need to dodge spears, but like other than that, I guess like I didn't even really do a good job of that, but like yeah.
Yeah. So early on, Nidalee has very bad wave clear, and also kind of gets out-traded by a lot of your just like auto-attack trades, and because you have like really high range, right? So we can definitely play a bit aggressively early on. It was like a very nice Q. You also get an E on the back end, pretty nice. She's also very mana hungry if she uses a lot of E's. So that's definitely something that we can play around. She also has very bad wave clear and she has to walk up to the wave to clear it, so it's very nice. Yeah. It's completely fine. I mean, ideally we lean a bit more heavily towards bot side here, just because there's bot lane chaos going on. So I would just be very heavily leaning towards bot side. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, she did a very good job hitting those spears. Okay.
I didn't really
Yep.
have a good read on the range of the spears. I think I kind of figured
Yeah.
out that they're really long.
Yeah, I mean, for the next Nidalee matchup that you play, you will know it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's not a very
Like
common. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen it. Like, I've not seen a Nidalee mid since, like, 2022 or something, so... It's, like, really rare. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's completely lane locked here. Very nice job surviving the skirmish. I think the base is also pretty nice. The skirmish, I remember looking at this, you played this really well. I think if we instantly react to Nidalee jumping in as well here, like we can just like W behind her right now.
Yeah.
That gives us space to actually run her down as well. But yeah, I mean, we're in a very nice spot. Now, I would really want to start hitting this wave now. Because I don't want this wave to come to me, because if she resets right now, and she comes back, we will be lane locked forever. And that's not good.
Yeah.
So I would start hitting the wave right now, and I would really want to hit 6 and push the wave before she's back. Ideally. So I would be hitting this wave furiously. I would hit 6 here, and I would do the wave before she can come back. And because we missed that opportunity, like now, you're in a very scuffed situation. Yeah, here we can just push. I mean, I would really not want to attend any skirmish here. Like here, I'm not even trying to hover this, I'm just pushing my wave. I'm using the space that's created for me to like push this. And then yeah. And then, I mean, this all of this, like freak skirmish, happens because we are not hitting wave here.
I see. Yeah.
Because we really want to make sure that we can find that base as soon as possible, and because we couldn't do that, yeah, I mean it was a bit scuffed.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, I mean from here it's completely fine. We want to take up space in this lane. Nidalee is very weak as long as you have minions, so we can definitely play a bit aggressive. Play for like shove and move, completely fine. Pretty good. Like here, for example, I would be very happy to just like start auto-attacking her. Just like go into an auto fight.
Okay.
What does she do? Like, what does she do?
I guess I don't
gets
really
killed.
know where her damage comes from, like, to be honest. Like, I don't really know, like, how do I lose to Nidalee, or how do I win against Nidalee? Like, I just don't
Okay.
really know.
So, her damage mostly comes from either hitting the Q or the W. Like one of the, like either the Q or the trap, the W. Which are both completely impossible to hit while you're here, right?
Okay.
Because once she hits one of these spells, then she gets empowered abilities when she goes into like the Cougar form. So
Okay.
if she doesn't hit those, she can go into Cougar and be completely useless.
Okay, I see.
So right now, because you have these minions to block the Q, and you will never get hit by the trap unless you're completely griefing
Yeah.
it, right? Because of that, like, she's completely useless here.
Okay, got it. So
She's
basically, like, as long as there's a wave to like make it hard for her to land the spear, then like I should just be playing very aggro on her.
yeah. I mean, you can, like, even here, like, what she's doing is completely illegal.
Okay, I see.
And I mean, here you punish her a bit for it. I mean, pushing wave is fine here. Bard is on a roam timer, so it is what it is. Still, we completely are fine. Yeah, we can push this. I would really want to find a base here. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, and this is exactly what we want to be doing. She goes for a trade, gets completely fucked by you. Yeah. Good night, Nidalee. And yeah, I mean, we're in a very nice position. Yeah, this is also, like, really, really nice. Yeah. Yep. I remember this one too.
I think I shouldn't have walked up in the first place. Like actually, because I mean I know he's in the bush. Like walking here, I feel like is pretty grief.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we just wanna chill here.
Yeah. Like Lee
Because,
Sin,
yeah, I mean, against Bard it's just, like, really rough to do that. I
Like, I
still
feel
think
like-
it's fine,
okay.
but it's, like, yeah, not great. I mean, it's fine because you guys can still win the skirmish, right? Like, from this moment, it should be very easy to win. But you have to hit that Q. Like, I think you just wanna hit the ult first, wait for a Nautilus stun or something. I would even place the W before, so that, like, I can guarantee the Q, because your Q hitting or not hitting is the difference between you getting this or not. That's one thing. Other thing, I would actually just hold that ult there, because
Yeah, to slow
that
the
will-
Nidalee.
yeah, exactly, and then now I
Oh.
wouldn't Q at her. I would Q, like, in between her and Lee Sin, so that she cannot chase. Then yeah, this happens, which is kind of freaky. Because I think this is fine, but you just don't have a lot of mana. If you
Yes.
want a W, by the way, you should
I
do it
know.
here.
I should do it there to keep him in the ult. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he's also closer, and so my Q can land.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then if she gets stunned, that's when Lee Sin can jump back in, and yeah. I think this is fine still. It's just, like, now we have to take control over the lane. That was a...
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
That was a funny one. But you guys end up still winning the skirmish, so I think it's fine. It ends up being very nice with the Scion. So we can base go top here. I think this is quite nice. And I think this is where I started the other review, so we couldn't watch more, but... Yeah, I didn't watch this fight already. Yeah, I mean, it's just really rough now. Yeah, I think here, first off, the fight is fine, but you have to be insanely mindful about this. Like, I think after this QE phase rush, you have to walk away, like, immediately. You don't have your Fed members. You don't have anyone. Like, you just wanna chill. Also, like, the enemy team is really strong at this stage, and yeah, I mean, we just really want to be careful. They just end up cleaning you guys, and I think this is the game losing play. Because now the game is just really rough. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting because what you would have went for this. That's the self-control of not tunnel visioning, not locking onto the Nidalee.
Yeah. I guess like not killing myself here is kind of good.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Going for those waves is kind of nice too. Yeah. we should be pretty strong in the 1v1. As long as we don't step on the trap or get speared. Yeah, we have to be very mindful about those spears.
It also was really frustrating because at this point she heals a lot, so
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really do damage to her.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, that's one of her strengths at this stage. Because she has a lot of CDR, like she went to almost full CDR build. So she's just playing poke and like stay healthy the entire time.
And her like
She's one of the... And the traps.
I think I could have
it's
walled
better
him.
off as well.
That could have been a better wall probably.
Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you wall him off of the... Yeah, you can wall him in like a straight line here, and then it's GG.
Yeah.
Then he can't survive. But yeah, I mean, I still think it's fine. But we have to, like... we have to not go onto the kill when we die for it. Although, yeah, I think it's fine. What you
Yeah.
can do here as well, by the way, is you can split the fight with the wall here. And just like place it kind of like this, between this guy and this guy, you know?
Yeah, I see.
And
yeah.
And then you can reach this guy and this guy cannot follow you. Then you just jump out with the plant.
Oh, I had the plant there. Oh, I didn't even see it.
I mean, that's how MF catches up to you, I believe. He just
Yeah,
jumps
yeah,
on you with
okay.
the...
I see.
And then you die here. And I think at this point we made the game so much harder than it had to be, and MF is 11 kills. I think from here this game is really rough.
Yeah.
Is there something you still wanted to look at this game, or do you think we can move to the learning objectives?
We can move to learning objectives. I mean, actually, what ends up happening is the Ambessa DCs, so it's like the game goes on for like another like 20 minutes, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
But we still lose, which is really sad.
Yeah, okay. So, the main thing that I would like to do about this game specifically, I mean, I think this is a matchup thing where you're not really aware of how Nidalee works, so I think that's fun. Two, I think you still end up walking in a bit too close sometimes. Like, you put yourself into a lot of danger where you don't have to. Being like some of these fights, you know, you walk in for that kill. I think it comes more from threat assessment than it is from like being too kill hungry or something, right? And I think even when you played Syndra yesterday, right, and even when you play like Anivia today, like a lot of your problems, I think, come from threat assessment as a concept. And threat assessment is very... It's a very complex topic, because there's a lot of different champs doing a lot of different stuff, right? Like whether it's Nidalee, like how Nidalee does damage, whether it's like Xin Zhao ganks, Bart ganks, you know, like all that stuff. Whether it's, I mean, if we think about the previous game, whether it's like you walking into Briar, you thinking about like killing people, you know, whether it's thinking about Riven, whether it's thinking about like how to play this type of games, right? Like whether it's in this game thinking about Pantheon wilds, whether it's either of these things. Threat assessment, like there's two parts of threat assessment. There's threat assessment for yourself, like who can kill you. And this is still, like threat assessment is still part of like who's strong, you know? So there's the part of who can kill you, and there's also who can kill your win con, right? Because that's essentially what threat assessment is, like who threatens me and who threatens my win condition. Because those are things that you want to play around. And in a game like this, every single fight when you die, or every single situation where you feel like this is rough, and where like, yeah, I die, I get caught off, where I have an unfortunate play that feels really, really difficult. most of these plays, the way I would review them, and I think this is gonna be one of your bigger learning objectives. It's gonna be what you want to do is look at what exactly kills you. What are the spells? What are the abilities? What are the champion interactions that make you lose a trade, that kills you, that wastes your flash, that threatens you, that kills somebody on your team that is very important? And first off, just ask yourself, like, was I aware of these working the way they do? Like, let's say when you use a Q on the Anivia onto the Nidalee, and Nidalee, like, Cougar W's away from it, right? Then their threat was actually they were having this W spell that could avoid your Q reactively. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like one of those interactions where if you're aware of this interaction of Nidalee can just W away from my Q, then suddenly you will not just throw out the Q unless her W is on cooldown.
Right.
Or unless her Cougar form is on cooldown. Now, this is like a very simplified version of this. But a lot of the situations, you're gonna die from something, right? And you can either die because you're not aware of an interaction, which is, yeah, let's say I'm not aware of like Briar being able to Q stun me while my ult is down and then I get killed because my ult is gone, right? That's an example. Then you can look at, okay, these were the spells. If I assess these spells in this situation, would I be able to survive? Like if I anticipated this thing happen? And sometimes the answer is yes. I would survive given I have this information. But sometimes your mindset can still be in a place where you would not survive because I would still go for that play knowing this. And I would still die there. Maybe I would get a 1-for-1. And I think a lot of your problems actually, in your case, I think it comes from like a 40-60. But 60% of the time you still go for those kills, you know, like you go for some plays that are a bit weird. And 40% of the time you walk into the Xin Zhao and you die. And you don't really anticipate that he can actually jump over the wall from the bush. And he can E onto you. And now you're in a troubling position. Or maybe you didn't anticipate Bard being able to stun you in that wall, so you had to flash. These are things that come from spell understanding. When you walk into the Senna 1v3 into the Tribush, and I mean, you're gonna die there. And I think you know that you're gonna die there when you do that.
Yeah.
That's a mindset. So, what I want you to do is I want you to first off, like step number 1, I want you to think about who's strong. Like, which is exactly what we started with. Because if you understand like who's strong, then you will also understand that, okay, now I'm gonna think about their threat and I'm gonna make sure that I play around it. So my mindset will shift based on them being on my screen or not. And I will consider their spells. And now when I review the game and I find one of these stats, I can bring it back to, okay, was I aware of this guy being strong? If not, like I didn't collect the information. If I was aware that that guy's strong, and I still die to them, maybe I wasn't aware of their limits, maybe I didn't know how much damage they do, how their spells work, maybe I didn't know what's happening. Or maybe I was just not even playing with the mindset that I want to be safe from them. And maybe I was just like, I just didn't care. You know, essentially.
Yeah, I guess like in this particular game, I think that Xin Zhao and Nidalee are both champs where like I don't feel 100% confident. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of know what their abilities are, but like I don't know like which of them are really scary. I know that like Xin Zhao will knock me up with like somehow, but like
Yeah.
I guess like I don't really have a plan against those champs. Like for example, like I feel like when I'm laning, like when I was laning against like Aurelion Sol or like Syndra, like I very much had a plan.
Yeah.
Like I knew exactly what I wanted to do. But like in these against those champs, like I don't feel like I really know what I'm doing, and I'm just kind of like making it up as I'm going along.
Yeah. And I think that's also where, I mean, first off, you will have games where you're not really sure what's your plan. And just like coming up with a plan and testing it is like the best thing you can do. Like let's say against Nidalee, I want to play aggressive. And when I get punished and I get a bad trade, then I'm like, okay, how did she win a trade? Like, what was the abilities she used? Like, if this was a matchup that I faced, then I would be like, okay, like for the next time I'm versing this matchup, like I have this updated hypothesis. And I mean, into literally it doesn't make all that much sense because you will never see this champ again in your life. But let's say you play against a Yon mid, right? And you have a game where you really struggle. You can be like, okay, like this was my hypothesis going into this game. This is where my game went wrong. So now I have to put that into my hypothesis. Like, let's say it's very good to push, but if he hits the W, then I get chunked. Like, I'm making this up right now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
See what I
Though.
mean.
Actually, I do have a specific question about Xin Zhao. Like, I feel like when I'm a mage against Xin Zhao, it feels so impossible because like his ult makes him immune.
Yeah.
What's like the right strategy to play against him as a mage in general? Is it just like you might? I guess like I'm not supposed to throw spells at him, even CC maybe like while his in his ult, and then I need to just. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to listen to you first.
I guess like.
By the way, my food is here.
Oh,
so
okay.
I have to
Go for it.
to pick that up. But yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back.
All right, perfect.
So to like essentially wrap it up. So we have the spells and the mindset, right? As we like the mistakes that we can make with like threat assessment. And what I want you to do in your next like couple of weeks is I want you to play the game with this mindset of like, okay, I want to assess who's strong a lot. Right? And as I do this in the game, when I'm out of the game, and I inevitably make these deaths, these mistakes, you know, these things that make the game harder, I want to go into the review. And I want to look through these moments. Let's say here I lose a big trade. I lose like 60% of my health. Let's say here I die. Let's say here I die again. You know? These are the moments when I would go into these moments and I would ask myself, was I aware of who's strong? And based off of that, was I assessing like the right spells? Or was I in the right mindset as well? Because you can be in the right mindset and make a mistake. And you can be in the, you can assess the spells, but have the wrong mindset, which is like, you know that they will kill you, but you go into the tribush and die to the Senna. And the Senna's team, right?
Yeah.
And this would be the most actionable way for you to improve in the near future. I think you're doing fantastic, by the way. You're doing so well.
Thanks. So actually, can we just this game real quick for in terms of like threat assessment? So I guess like this game.
Like here. Yeah, so let's start at the start, right? So what I would do is I would skip through the lane. I would find the moment, okay, I lost a bit of HP, but I won the trade, it's fine. Okay. And suddenly I'm here. Okay, what the fuck happened? So now I'm going back and I'm looking at, okay, I was just not anticipating the spear. I was not dodging it. I was not aware of the range.
Yeah.
I think this is a spell issue.
Yeah.
You don't know what was the range. Now you know it a bit better. From here, I mean, we need to base. So now, yeah, at this point, yeah, it was a spell issue. And we should walk away enough for us to not be able to be stopped on the reset, right?
Yes.
So I think here, this one, it's a spell issue, but at the same time, it's also a mindset issue because we should just walk away far enough for us to not get cancelled.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, there's that. After this, I think we end up playing the rest of the lane. We end up doing a great job on the roam. We base TP. Great. Nice. This one, very nice skirmish. Beautiful, we get a good outcome. Now, what happened here? Let's investigate. We were level 5. We were low HP. We got a bit stuck in lane. And we also did get hit by a spear, which we just did not anticipate.
Yeah.
And now, yeah, I mean, now we're fine. But I guess we actually do end up staying alive, which is nice. And that's it. Like, now we already have, like, 2 big plays where it's like, now the lane got 10 times harder because of our anticipation of Nidalee Kit. And I would, like, this is enough, right? It's already made the game go from, like, a 2 out of 10 difficulty to, like, a 6 out of 10, you know?
Yeah.
And that's all I need to know. Because
Yeah.
these making the game harder moments are the ones that you really want to solve. And in this case, you would get better at the matchup. In a different game, maybe you get better at a skirmish, or maybe you get better at mindset.
Yeah.
But I think this is enough, because the next time you face Nidalee, like, you will get so much better just from being able to anticipate that you can stand behind minions.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's basically it. I have to wrap it up, unfortunately, because in 5 minutes my next session
Perfect.
actually starts, and I still want to eat something, so
Yes.
I have to end it here. But yeah, I think this should be serving you very, very well as a learning.
Yes. I got a lot of this bootcamp. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for joining. I hope you had fun, and I see you around in the MLA.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Okay.
Have a good
Cheers. Yes. Enjoy
See
the
ya.
rest of your. Yeah. See ya.
Thank you.